To Cure the Sickness of the Heart by Amanda Harris. It was raining again as they waited for the bus. The wind whipped up the surface water and spat it against their ankles. The lights from the shops shone a melancholy yellow in the winter evening. For several days, Jack had noticed a young woman bundled in a big winter coat and woolen hat with ear flaps. Wisps of fair hair escaped from the bundle. He could hardly see her face, but she seemed shrouded in a cloak of sadness, which drew the kind-hearted Jack to her. One evening, he plucked up courage to speak. "Hello," he said. Hey, she replied. He stared at her and was about to inquire more, but she continued, "I am from Poland. My name is Anuska. What is your name?" "Jack, are you—" But she interrupted him. "I am suffering from the, homesickness. Can you help me?" Then her bus came. "I'll try," he called, as she disappeared onto the bus. The next evening, he arrived with a small parcel which he presented to her. "Thank you, Jack. What is this?" "It's saffron cake, Cornish finest. Taste it." She unwrapped the parcel, and the glow of saffron shone on her face. She took a bite of the sweet dough, and the sadness descended almost immediately. She handed back the cake, shaking her head. Jack was determined to help her. The next day, he bought her a pasty, made from best beef and turnip. Again, she eagerly took a taste, and again her face fell. The following days, he tried heavy cake, thunder and lightning, and a cream tea, and each time she looked at him with such anticipation, took a bite, and her face fell again in disappointment. Then, one evening, he took a slightly different route to the bus stop along Old Bridge Street. Walking fast, a poster caught his eye saying, "Polish beer, 99p. He stopped and stepped into the shop. Inside, a group of people was standing around the chill counter, chattering in a language he couldn't understand. Excuse me," he said. They all turned and stared as he explained his predicament. As their ears engaged with his English, smiles emerged and suggestions poured forth. "Chicken soup, bigos, pork cooked for a long time with cabbage, very delicious. Sausage, kabanas from Śląsk, and bread, special Polish bread with an acid taste." So Jack bought a Śląsk sausage and a loaf of Polish bread called chleb zwykły. He ran to the bus stop, anxious that he would miss her. She was there, her shoulders hunched against the persistent wintry mizzle. "Anuska, I bought you this," he said, and he handed her the parcel from the Polish shop. She looked unsure. "Go on, open it." She fumbled with the wrapping, but as soon as her hands recognised the shape of the bread and sausage, and her eyes saw their familiar colours, her nose breathed in the slightly acidic smell, a smile crept across her face. She pulled a piece of bread from the loaf, gnawed off a nub of sausage, wrapped the one in the other, and began to eat. And as she did, the cloak of sadness lifted from her shoulders. Her deep blue eyes gazed at Jack, as if she was seeing him for the first time. "Dziękuję. Thank you," she said. "Would you like some?" He nodded. Together they chewed on the bread and sausage, and their buses came and went. The mizzles ceased, the clouds parted, and Venus shone bright in the night sky. To cure the sickness of the heart.